Hey, what is going on, Leos? Butch here. I am going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. And with all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what is going on for Leos? What is going on for Leo's universe? What can we see for Leos? What message do we have for Leos? All right, Leos. So the first thing when I see Leos, I feel like there is someone, there's some definite new energy here. You know, I feel like this all kind of starts more of a physical thing. I do feel like this new person coming in sees you more in a physical way. You know, I feel like their first notion is the physical chemistry they have with you. They're drawn to you physically. And I feel like the more this moves along, the more this person realizes that this is not what they thought it was going to be. You are not who they thought you were. There's so much more here than meets the eye. Like they didn't see what was right in front of them, but the more they see it, the more they're drawn to. You know, and I feel like, honestly, I don't get the sense that the physical is what really brought this person in. It's what they thought brought them in. But there's something else that brought them to you. There's a connection, a very deep connection. You know, we have the Lover's card. You know, much deeper than they first. Sometimes we're drawn to people and we try to put a label on why. And this person put a physical label on it. They felt drawn to you, and they said, okay, well, I'm drawn to them because they're attractive to me. But the more they get to know you, the more they realize that that's just the tip of the iceberg. And again, we'll use that coined phrase that I like to use, is that iceberg love. We definitely know there's something there, but the closer we get, the more we realize there's something much deeper underneath. You know, I feel like there's some definitely strong feelings here. We have new love. And then we have that Page of Cups. I feel like this person finds themselves fantasizing about you physically, fantasizing about you and them having a future. And this is not what this person expected. You're everything and more that this person's been waiting for. And I feel like it caught them off guard. They weren't expecting. Because I don't feel like this person ever really truly felt this deeply about anyone. So all these feelings that they're having are something new. You know, this person's already thinking about, like I said, they're fantasizing about the future. They're thinking about building a foundation with you. They're thinking about down the line. I mean, this person is starting to make plans in their head, and you know that they see you as someone in their life for the long haul. I mean, we also have the Page of Wands as well. You know, this person sees a true potential here. And it's something they never saw before. That's why they never really got involved before with anyone. You know, not to say this person wasn't with anybody before. I just feel like there was never really deep meaning with anyone before. I mean, this person, they're thinking about you when you're not around. Thinking about you and only you. I mean, this person wants to reach out and grab you and hold on and not let go. And I feel like it does catch them off guard a little bit in the beginning. So there is going to be a point where this person, you know, is a little bit defensive, as well as a little bit, you know, put themselves in that self-imposed prison. Because, like I said, this is new. This is not something they felt before. And partly, it scares the shit out of them. They've never been this involved, and it's all so new to them. And this connection is new to them. But the feelings they have, they know they're real. And they can't hide them. And like I said in the beginning, I do feel a sense that they're trying to hide it because they're still trying to make heads or tails of it. But being around you is going to ease that. You know, it's not going to make sense at first, but the more they're around you, the more it's going to make sense. The more that anxiety, that stress, that holding back, it's just not going to make any sense to them anymore. I mean, you make them happy. You fill their cups. And they're going to want to do that for you. Like I said in the beginning, there is that little bit of an internal struggle with this person because they're not sure what all these feelings are. It's like the first time you've ever felt anything, you're not really sure. They're not sure. They weren't expecting this. But like I said, they were waiting. They were patiently waiting for that right person to come along, and they didn't. You know, I feel like part of them thought it would never really happen. You know, when all hope is lost, they found you. And they're not going to want to let go. Like I said in the beginning, they may be holding back, but the more this moves forward, the more it just makes sense. And I do see this person finally putting in the work. And I feel like I said, with that moon card, you're bringing out feelings they never even knew they had. So it is going to be all new for them. It's going to be a lot for them to handle. But they're going to handle it. They're going to put in the work. You know, and I feel like they are going to let go of what doesn't suit them anymore. That old thought that they're alone doesn't suit them anymore because they know they're not alone. You know, that moon card, like I said, with the moon card, you know, it's bringing out feelings they didn't even know they had. And they're letting go of that old way of thinking that they're alone because now they know they're not alone. You know, now they know there was someone out there like you. And it won't take long before they communicate that with you. And when they communicate that with you, it'll be very honest communication, very to the point. You know, this person is going to want to protect that feeling. You know, at first it felt different. Then it became very comfortable. And now they're kind of engaged in that. You know, they want to keep feeling that feeling. And you're the one that does it to them. You're the one that makes them feel that way. So they're going to want to keep on keeping on. You know what I mean? Like that release of anxiety, like I said, with that 9 of Swords in reverse. You know, that 3 of Wands. This is what they've been needing. This is what they've been wanting. You know, it just feels right. It feels like they were meant to be here. And the more that is exposed to them, the more involved they're going to be. You know, in the beginning, there is a little bit defensive energy. There is a little bit of internal struggle because it's fear. They're afraid of the unknown, but it doesn't scare them away. They're still here. They're still going to show up. You know, it's like winning the damn lottery. You never think it's going to happen until it does. And then sometimes even when you read those numbers and realize you won, You got to keep reading them. You get other people to read them for you because you can't believe it just happened. And that's exactly how this person feels. They always felt like they were missing something. And now they know what they're missing. And they're not going to want to let that go. They're going to fight for it. They're going to fight for you. Everything's happening for a reason. This is where they're meant to be. Even though they didn't understand it in the beginning, doesn't mean it's any less true. And with that Devil card, they're releasing that old way of thinking. And like I said, they're going to want to protect what they have with you. Like I said, with that King of Wands energy, they want to reach out and grab you and never let you go. Even if in the beginning it does feel different, it caught them off guard. This person's smart enough to know that something like this doesn't come along very often. It has never come along for them so far. So it's like, even though it's different, even though they're not really sure what to do with it, they're not going to overthink this. And we have that Four of Swords in reverse. They're not going to overthink this. It's like I said, it's like winning the damn lottery. You always hope for it, but you never think it's really going to happen. Until that one day. Or it's like getting that dream job. You always wanted it. You always knew that you wanted it, or knew what you wanted. And that day you get it, sometimes it's hard to believe. You get that phone call, they're like, yeah, you got the job. You start Monday. It's all surreal. But it's not like you're not going to show up Monday just in case. This is going to take a very serious turn. And you're like I said, this person, you meet a lot to this person very quickly. And it is a lot to take in. But it's not too much for them. Like I said, it's like winning the lottery, like I said before. And I know I repeated myself, but it's like winning the lottery. You may not believe it till you start seeing them flip them bills. You take it and get it cashed in. You may not believe it, but it doesn't mean you're going to throw the ticket away. It doesn't mean you're not going to go get it checked by the people that give you the big fat check. That big ass check they give you. Take your picture and shit. You know what I mean? You're still going to show up there. Because if you're wrong, you're wrong. But you don't think you're wrong. And they don't think they're wrong. So don't get too caught up on how this first plays out. Because there's much more to come. Like I said, with that King of Cups, this person's going to want to make you a serious offer because they don't want to let you go. They took them this long to find you. They ain't going to let you go easy. Like I said, they're going to protect what they have with you. That feeling, that World card, feeling like they're exactly where they're meant to be. Now with this person, we have Capricorn, we have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We got some Gemini, we got some Libra, some Aquarius as well. That's the thing in life, sometimes we don't expect it. That right person coming along, we don't expect it sometimes. Sometimes we are expecting it. Some people do expect it. Some people are always waiting for it to happen. And some people truly believe it's never going to happen for them. So when it does, it can be a little hard to believe. It doesn't mean they're going to walk away from it. It just means in the beginning it may be slow and steady. It is going to take a little bit of patience to see past what they first saw. And like I said before too as well, is that sometimes we meet people and we feel a draw to them. And we try to make sense of it by putting a label on it. We see someone across the room. People don't understand. People always think that you got to be 2 feet away to feel energy. You can feel energy from across the damn room. You can feel energy from across the city. I truly believe that. Obviously, it's not going to be as intense as if you were close to the person, but I have a hard time believing in chance meetings. Like you're out one night and you meet this person. That's at the same event, same party, whatever. I believe that you were brought to that place on purpose. You didn't meet by accident. Especially when it comes to, like, I grew up in a small town. People know each other. You've known each other for a long time. Why didn't it happen before? It's because you weren't ready for it to happen before. When you're ready, things start aligning. And I believe that. I don't believe in chance meetings. I don't believe you meet people by mistake. I believe you meet people on purpose. Even if you don't know you're meeting them. You go out one night and you see someone and they catch your eye, and all of a sudden you can't stop thinking about them. You feel different when you're around them. That isn't by mistake. Sometimes it happens when you don't expect it. And that's another reason why I think it's not a coincidence. Things happen for a reason. This person met you because they were meant to meet you. All the things this person has been lacking in their life, there's a reason why you possess those things that they've been missing. Like I said before, I think it's almost like we're born with half a puzzle. Until we meet that other person, the whole picture can never really be complete. But the moment you meet that person and that picture becomes very clear, it's because the puzzle pieces are falling into place. Take a puzzle right now, take a jigsaw puzzle, and throw half the pieces out. And the pieces you got left, put them together. See how much sense that makes. That's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.